Right, so here we are back again, and first thing I'm going to do here, you saw just now I went through the actual devices to see if that the network connection was working. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get that up and running so that I can then configure the computer to use file and printer sharing. So I'm just going to go here to file and printer sharing and say I want to be able to share files across. You probably don't have to put on the printer side of things, but why not? I'm doing this already, so just do that. No, not yet. Now this is where that shared drive comes in handy. It's 8 gigabytes. It doesn't sound like a lot, but for what we're doing, that is huge. Drivers, sharing, share this, full, apply. Okay. Let's get my IP address quickly. There we go. And now on the other computer, you probably won't see me doing this at the moment, so just to demonstrate it, I'm just going to go onto that hard drive. And IP is 26. And I'm just going to create a text file saying, hi, I was here, ignore the bad grammar. Save. And back on this computer. And there we go. That works. So I can now copy files across onto this shared drive. All of the operating systems I installed can see the 7.7 gig drive. And yeah, the other thing I want to test here quickly is the volume. Oh, I'm not hearing anything. It could be related to my setup, but I don't like that when that happens, but I'll have to investigate that further. The other thing that we can do is we can go here to connect to internet. It's going to want to connect to a modem, which we don't have. So I'm just going to go here to control panel. Just in case any of the things I install wants to connect to the internet for whatever reason, they shouldn't do, but this is fun. Internet options, connections, setup. There we go. Manually, I connect through a LAN. And you'll probably find that just about everything will give you an error of some sort, can't be displayed. We are using Internet Explorer 7 is what I think we're using, but there's Google in 16 colors. We're actually using Internet Explorer 5.5. Just be careful, people, that is ancient. So, nonetheless, I'm going to go start copying my files across. This is where they're going to be, and then we can start with the installation of various things. Right, and welcome back. I've copied over everything that I need to. The interesting thing is that the time isn't too far off. Okay, Windows ME. So I have to be careful of the extremely fast hard drive that's in this computer. The Samsung drives are really fast. Right, so before we start with anything major, the first thing that I'm going to do here, probably the most important, is to get my service pack up and running. Now, the main things that I'm interested in here is I want tweak UI, I want command prompt here. The performance tweaks I'm not going to install on this computer. Okay, WinTop I'm not going to install. The reason why I do this first is it has probably a lot of DLLs and things that my drivers might have older DLLs for, and at least if I install it beforehand, it'll warn me if I need to continue or not. Well, if I want to overwrite them or not, basically. That's what I'm getting at. I'm getting a lot more noise than I'm normally used to. After this, we're going to install DirectX 9 so that the display drivers won't freak out. And then I'm going to install display drivers and any other drivers that I might deem necessary for this computer. What I'm also going to do while I'm busy here is I'm just going to get the drivers for the Sound Blaster. That clicking sound is from my actual capture card, it's not from the computer at all. Right, and I just restarted the recorder just in case it actually bombed out. There's a good chance that it probably did, because I can't remember ever liking doing what I did just there. Oh, that clicking is pretty darn bad. That's because the hard drive is running in the background, so it's waiting for the hard drive. Seeing as we don't have the proper drivers installed yet, that's where the problem comes in. Okay, that's done. Next up we're going to install .NET. Oh, sorry, next up we're going to just go back here. Come on. DirectX 9C. go. Other thing that I'm doing here quickly in the background is I'm just copying the Sound Blaster 16 drivers over as well while I'm here. Might as well. Yeah, it's done. Okay, back again. Hopefully we don't need .NET to install display drivers, because I'm really getting irritated looking at this. Oof, it's still clicking. Maybe I just need filter caps on that sound card. And then after this I'm just going to do the VIA 4-in-1 drivers. DMA mode will also be enabled now, so I'm getting a bit more performance out of this motherboard. And there we go. Yeah, you may. And here we're back again. Hopefully display drivers are kicking now. And I don't have to manually do stuff to make them work, because it's strange it didn't install them at all. No, I did. There we go. 1024 by 768. Yeah, I'll push that up. Let's just take it to 16 colors for now. Okay, let's try that again. You can hear the sound is much better now because the 4-in-1 drivers are there. DMA also helps this quite a bit, so let's just go here, properties, settings, 1024x768 should be perfect, 32-bit please. So I don't trust that it actually works properly. Okay, so that's that. Let's see what else was here. Human tools, I want that installed. That's better. Everything's installed. Everest, just to do some tests later on to check the system stability. And that's all you basically have to do to Windows ME. It's not much. Okay, I just want to see if the 3D actually works, so we're just going to do this. Not going to install .NET yet. Well, I'm happy with it the way it is at the moment. Just want to see if DMA is enabled. It's still, I need to disable that, because that will cause problems. DMA is enabled for it. I need a bit more RAM though for this computer. Uh, 1024x768 is the actual resolution. So I'm just going to run 3D Mark and see what happens. And there you have it. That's basically all you have to do to get this up and running. I'm probably going to stick in the Windows 95 setup as well, because the interesting thing is I already had to tweak some stuff just to get it to boot. Why people still believe a 95 is a stable operating system, I've got no idea. You have to really struggle with it to get it to just work the way it's supposed to. Is it just me, or do none of my planes have noses? I'm sure that's not how it's supposed to look. Or is it the glass cockpit? I don't know. Anyhow, I'm not going to show all of 3D Mark because, well, you have to wait for the final part of this series, which is the result. And then we're going to run quite a few benchmarks and things, as well as try some games. It's normally problematic. So stay tuned for the Windows 95 installation.